I felt so very bad. And one thing that I also noticed, because I mentored, one thing that I noticed that Nigerians are up for a very high competition compared to other African countries. Compared to Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, if you are new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I thank you for always coming. My name is Bosinola and I film about Sweden generally. Most of my content are about Sweden, and I talk about immigrants, students, international students, academic life, and life in general in Sweden. And today's video is going to be about why people don't get the SI scholarship. Why? I have a lot of people asking questions, and I did everything I could, but I still did not get it. What happened? I think this video is going to address that today. And if you're here for this video, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this video to the end. And please don't forget to like, to comment, and to share. Thank you so much. Without further ado, let me just jump right into today's video. So I think I need to say this first. If you did not get the scholarship this year, and you've been trying for, some people have been trying for 3 years, 4 years, and still they are not getting it, I just want to tell you that you should not be discouraged. Do not be frustrated. At the end of this video, you will understand some of the things or why some people don't get this scholarship of a thing, and if you will consider other countries or consider other kinds of scholarship. So yes, my number one point on why people don't get SI scholarship is your job experience. I mean, your job experience is so important, and it's so key if you want to get the SI scholarship. Because, well, this year I think it was a little bit different, because there was something I read on their website this year that after the result has come out, so the result came out, after the result came out, oh my god, English, please pardon my English, okay? So after the result came out, I saw this thing that they wrote somewhere on the website after when they published the result, and said they kind of used like results to grade the scholarship this year, which is something that I don't know, I've never seen that on their website. Maybe it has always been there, but I've never seen that before, and it shook me. I was like, oh, when did you start this? So basically, Sweden does not really grade by result. They don't see you by your results, they see you by your experience. They kind of rate experience more than whether you have first class in your O level or your undergrad or whatever. They are so particular about your job experience, and most of the time it's always good if your job experience is related to what you studied in undergrad. Like, it's not like you cannot get the scholarship if you study something else and you have job experiences in other sector, right? It's just it's a priority when what you did in undergrad is kind of related to your job experiences, and is now kind of related to what you want to come and do. Do you understand? There's something we call triangulation. I don't know. Sorry, I'm bringing research into this. It's like triangulation. Like, you have the three are kind of connecting what you study in undergrad with your job experience, and then what you want to come and study in Sweden. It's a pointer to them that, oh, this person is serious and this person knows what he or she wants to do. Yeah, it's not that somebody who did something different from the job experience is not serious. But I'm just telling you the priority. Like, if I see, for example, if I see somebody who did same course and is still coming for masters, of course I might want to look towards that person. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I think that most times what you did in your undergrad, what you studied, and your job experience, and also what you want to come and study for masters, when everything rhymes, like I think you have like a positive sign that you might probably get the scholarship. I know some people say, I have all this, I didn't get it. Just hold on, don't do anything yet. I've not finished. Okay. Another thing is voluntary experiences. You need to have done voluntary experiences. Like in one of my last video where I was sharing what I did differently from my SI scholarship, and I've got a lot of message on that video. People saying, Oh, thank you for sharing your testimony and everything. One thing that I said is these voluntary experiences, we kind of take it for granted. But in this Western world, is that in the developed countries, they kind of take it personal. Like they want to see what you've done for your society voluntarily, right? So you need to have a voluntary experience, and you should be able to prove that. Okay, not that you just say this, but you be proving it by, of course, getting references and getting it signed and all that. So those two are so important. Your job experience and your voluntary experience are so important. And your voluntary experience does not have to do with what you studied in your undergrad, as long as you're making a change in the society and you're pushing towards sustainability. And one thing I also want you to note that SI is so particular about sustainability, because that's what the scholarship is about. The SDG goals. Is your course related to SDG? Is your course related to that? Because I know that this year I had like students that I mentored, and I thank God I had testimonies of people who got it. However, I'm not happy that some of them also do not get it. That's why I'm not like, oh, because some of them also did not get it. But I'm glad that some people got it, right? So yes, your job and your voluntary experience is so important. Another thing that I want to discuss is I want you to know that because you did not get SI scholarship does not mean you didn't put up a very strong application. I kid you not, just trust me. With this, trust me. That you didn't get it does not mean you don't have a good application. I've seen somebody who reached out to me. Oh, I don't know what I did wrong. I didn't get it. After all, I did all I could just to put in a very good application. Help me to check what is wrong with it. And I told the person, send it to my email. Let me check. Let me see what you did. And I kid you not, seriously, it was perfect. It was good. And I had to tell them, because they were couples, I had to tell them that, see, that you didn't get it does not mean you don't have a strong application. It does not mean, the way SI works, only God understands, right? There's a place where you cannot explain. Even when I'm doing this video, I cannot explain. There are some things that you cannot just explain why you were not chosen. Another thing that I think that is important, before I go to the next one, I think I want to share a story. I remember the year we came, I have a friend who applied to SI scholarship a year before we came, before I got it. He applied and he was rejected. He didn't get it. And then during our time, he repeated the same application, changing nothing. He only changed date. Now, when you're writing the signature date, he did not change anything and he got it. So that should tell you that because you were rejected, it doesn't mean that you didn't have a good application. The next thing I want to talk about is SI themes. I think every year SI used to have like this theme that they just have this theme that they kind of center the scholarship around. You notice that this year they had like a separate scholarship for women, women in STEM. That's why I have people who got it as well, and I'm so grateful. Congratulations to everyone who got a STEM scholarship. Congratulations to you. Yeah. So some women, a lot of Nigerians actually got that STEM scholarship. I think it was smiling for Nigerians, right? Yeah, and congratulations. So when you look at the main SI scholarship, you will see that there was a trend of economics, all the social sciences courses were more. They were the ones that were getting more of the scholarship, and engineers engineers too. You understand? So I think that they have themes. When I was still an SI scholar, because now I'm alumni, sometimes they push out these things. You can predict. You can predict what the next SIS list will be. I don't know if it has changed, but I remember during a time in 2022, I remember their theme. I've forgotten the theme, but the theme was kind of related to technology, engineering. And if you look at the list in 2022, most people that got it was from technical background, IT, engineers. They used to have these themes. So, and most of the scholarships were always structured around that. So, if you did not get the SI scholarship and you feel, oh, I've done everything, I think in my mentorship that I did this year, there was a lady that, oh my God, I thought even if nobody gets it, she will. She had a very perfect application, and I saw how passionate that she was. I saw how passionate she was about the application. When she told me that she didn't get it, I felt so very bad. I felt so very bad. And one thing that I also noticed, because I mentored, one thing that I noticed that Nigerians are up for a very high competition compared to other African countries. Compared to, because in Nigeria we have a lot of numbers, and we have people that are overqualified, a lot of overqualified, and I think this year they picked only 22 ish. Last year was around 17. See, but if you talk about other countries, I feel like they are not more as populated like us, so they have more higher chances. And I don't know. And for Nigerians also kind of value education, right? They value. I'm not saying other African countries don't value education; they do. But the competition that you get in Nigeria, the competition that you get is not here. So I see how people that I mentored from other countries got it, right? And I look at the application compared to Nigerians. Oh my god, it was so. For this girl, I was very, but I'm not SI. There's nothing I can do. All I can do was just to encourage her. She can try next year. You never can tell, you can get it, because she had a very good application. So you cannot predict how SI works. Another thing, the last thing I'm going to be talking about is your online application. That matters a lot. That matters a lot. A lot of people use stress. It's good to fill those forms. Fill it right, fill it very well, do what they want you to do, cross all your T's and dot all your I. But you see that online application, you need to take time, you need to be smart about it, because there's this software they call ATS, the applicant tracking system. So it helps employers, it helps recruiters to kind of screen out people that the keywords are not found, qualifications, and they kind of input some some criteria in this ATS. So once you are submitting your online application, it screens out applications, because how many applications we they look at? We have like 9,000, over 9,000 applications. So they can't sit down. So first of all, the system is going to screen it out first. So I figured out that maybe that's where a lot of people are also making mistakes. Like, you don't put enough energy in that online application. You need to be smart, because people that are in Sweden, you understand that the way Sweden works, the way they ask questions, they kind of ask questions like psychologists. You understand? So if you're not smart, you will not kind of read in between the lines, and then you just lose out. Once the computers lose you out, they don't even view your application. That means your application did not even make it to where they will screen your motivation letters and all. So that could also be a problem. If you don't do your online application well, I believe that that's one of the problems that a lot of people actually go through. I think with this, if you can fix your online application well, your document well, your job experience is good, everything is good, you have higher chances of getting it. But however, you might not still get it, yeah, because it's a lot of competition. So only them knows how and who they pick. Maybe it's computer that picks for themselves, who knows? So yeah, everything I'll just say is just to keep praying. Everything I'll just be saying is just keep praying. Yes, I think, and I also want to use this last thing that I have to say to plead to everyone that didn't get the scholarship this year. I feel for you. I know how much hope you had. I know how much you wanted this, but you still got rejected. I just want to encourage you that this does not define you, and God works in diverse ways. Maybe God is not working towards scholarship for you. Maybe He wants you to come, and then He will give you a good job. I've seen people who are working in a very good company here in Sweden that they didn't get a scholarship when they were coming, but God provided a way for them. God made a way in another way. So if scholarship is not working, look towards another way. God might be coming through for you through that angle. So don't get discouraged, don't get depressed, and if you think that you can try again next year, please do. Thank you so much. This is where I will draw the curtain for today. I still remain your favorite girl, Personola. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.